Guys, deluded goon. I've been avoiding this for a while. Nigel van Dijk. So happy I've pronounced that correctly, or at least I think I have. Played for Celtic, signed for 2.5 million from for Celtic from Groningen. Earned his plaudits. They actually think we should have went for him there. Went to Southampton for around 13 to 15 million. And yeah, everybody that keeps getting this guy keeps making profit. And yeah, he's blossomed into one of the best, as some go, as some say, or the best, as some also say, in the Premier League. Very good centre half, 26 years of age. Obviously, for obvious reasons, him being at Southampton, no disrespect to Saints fans, but they don't really have the ambition that the likes of, not really us, but us, City, United, etc., trying to do. So we've typically seen for years their best players plucked and plucked and plucked, and running jokes and long-lasting running jokes have been made of Liverpool and how they like to take a lot of their players. And you'd like to think Van Dijk is the next to go. You're seeing 60 to slash 70 pound bids and reports from Liverpool. You're seeing rumours of that's the sort of fee. Apparently, he's handed the transfer request and made it clear he wants to go. They're clearly at loggerheads. He signed a new 6 year deal, a new contract last May as well. So Southampton, well, you never like to see players unhappy, and eventually you have to sell someone. They are in a very good position to get a very hefty fee. Do I think he's a good centre half? Yes. Do I think he's the best centre half in the Premier League? No, but he probably has a claim to be one of the top. Like I said, he's 26. He's in the peak of his powers. He's physically strong. That's probably the most outstanding attribute, and you can clearly see it. 6'4", towers in the air. As an Arsenal fan, if we were to go, I wouldn't mind going for him because not this year, well, and definitely not for them fees. But you look at it, we have problems in the air defensively all over the pitch. He would give us a bit more presence in the air. We could defend set pieces a bit more. And yeah, we'd just be an aerial threat. He's strong, like I've already said. Ball playing ability is great. Very, very good technical ability, especially playing when he's bringing the ball out from defence. So that's something we always like to see. And with playing free at the back, there's rumours we actually are interested, but he's not a priority. City were clearly interested. They need a centre half. There was talk of United being interested, but it's clearly Liverpool the most outstanding of the clubs with their interest. So yeah, back to it. Like I said, technically he's great. He's powerful. He's a leader. He's vocal, like I've already said. Like, he's a very good centre half. There's a lot to like about him. He's got leadership qualities that are dying, and there's a real lack of at Arsenal. So I would take him. The fee is the only sticking point for me. I mean, you can't be paying 50, 60, 70, whatever for him. Like, I believe he's quality, but football is getting a bit mad. Of course, it's not just him. You're seeing Lukaku go for 75 million or whatever. Is he worth that? No, but he's a good player. And there's players that follow that similar route that can't pick their fees, and eventually one day you'd like to think there's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back in regards to the spending in the Premier League. But yeah, he's a good centre half. The one big issue I have is concentration. I mean, that is that he does have a tendency to not concentrate at all times, and that could lead to sloppy passes, which I've seen, overplaying, not being aware positionally. Sometimes he can, like I've mentioned in videos about holding, he can let runners, especially forwards, lose him very easily, sometimes not aware. Part of that is down to playing for Southampton. But yeah, there's only so much you could do with that. I believe it was away to Stoke, not last year, not this year, maybe the season after, one of the 2 years. But to highlight the point, Koeman got very angry at, it was versus Stoke. I think it was when Koeman was obviously it was when Koeman was at Southampton, got very angry with Van Dijk, publicly dug him out somewhat for his performance versus Stoke. So yeah, there are some concerns with his play, and I believe if you're going to pay 50, 60, 70 million, then they have to, every player has to be the finished product. I've always said the last player that went for these sort of mad fees that's actually worth it, that you could argue in hindsight with the way the game's gone that United actually didn't get enough, is Cristiano Ronaldo. At the time, 80 million, no one was spending 80 million. He's arguably got better, and with the fees you're seeing for some players, when you look back at the time and now, you actually have to say Madrid got the best of the deal, and United probably should have got more money. He's the one player you could say could have got better at the time. Not to go into it about Ronaldo, but at the time you thought that was more or less as good as Ronaldo was going to get. You thought that was the finishing school Madrid to fulfill his ambitions, etc., etc. But yeah, he's had some injury problems this year as well. I don't think he's played. He's played a lot in the Prem, of course, but it's not as many as the year before. He's played 30. He made 30 appearances in total in all comps, I believe, last year. So he was restricted by injury at some patches. Van Dijk, I'm speaking about 15, 16. I remember he was great in the 2-2 versus Leicester. He had a great performance away to Chelsea. He was good in the 4-0 versus us, if I can remember rightly, and he was playing. I can actually remember him playing. But to be fair, I don't want to say just because he played well against us, that's the case to buy him, because we were pretty poor on that day. Everybody was poor, and Southampton could have played their under-16s, and we would have still lost 4-0 because we just didn't turn up. But anyways, yeah, he was great in the 3-2. I can't remember if they won or lost it, but the scores was definitely 3-2 against Liverpool. So yeah, he's put in some decent performances, and he's a quality centre half. It's just for them fees there, no, for 60, 70 million. And when you consider that, like I keep saying, there's areas that I'd rather address. If this happened in the following summer, the summer of 2018, I'd be all for this. Not for 70 million, of course, but I'd say we can more afford to pursue him a bit more relentlessly, because Koscielny, etc. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, this year it's definitely not worth 70 million. In an ideal world, if football fees were what they were supposed to do, I'd say anything from 25 to 35, max negotiations 40 million, maybe just over that to get over the line, depending on where in the transfer window we are. But yeah, Nigel van Dijk, or at least I hope that's his first name, decent centre half, possibly one of the best in the Premier League without a doubt. Definitely, probably top 10. Has a claim to be top 5. I'm not going to dig into all of that. There's a case to he walks into every team in the Premier League. So yeah, he's a centre half. Every Chelsea were after him as well. In fact, yeah, he probably does walk into every team in the Premier League. So yeah, he's a centre half that everybody would take with welcoming arms. I would take him, but just the sticking point, 60, 70 million. Nah, of course he's 26 and you'd have him for years and things of that nature. But yeah, who knows? Quick ending note, Neil Lennon seems to rate him highly. He said he has the potential to go on to be the best defender for either Real Madrid or Barcelona. Crazy praise. He even said when Van Dijk signed for Celtic in one of his first training sessions, he said, "You enjoy it here, lad, because you're not going to be here long." That's a lot of praise. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, there's not much more to be said on that front, guys. That's just my thoughts on Nigel van Dijk. I think he's a quality centre-half and there's scope to improve and get better. And especially when he rubs out the concentration issues I've mentioned, can be a great centre-half. Anyways, guys, I'm not to waffle. I keep saying this and I keep not ending it. Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching.